Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to go through the Forex market wrap, going to highlight what happened in the news this week and some key charts. So going over the news, if we go through each individual bit, we can see that there was some good data out of Europe with the German flash manufacturing PMI showing signs of an increase. We also had inflationary data out of Australia, which showed some positivity and showing that basically globally inflation is rising. The important data of the week was happening on Wednesday though. And the real data that we were looking at were the two rate statements. Now, first of all, the Bank of Canada stepped up and held interest rates at 0.25%. They then also hinted that rate hikes were soon to follow due to, again, the rise in inflation in Canada. They're going to look to control it by hiking rates. So maybe in the next meeting or the one after that, we'll start seeing some rate hikes from Canada. Also, we had the FOMC statement. Now, this was the big news that everyone was looking at. We were looking to see what the Federal Reserve were looking to do. They held rates at 0.25% as expected. But in the FOMC statement, they did say that once the stimulus ends, which is on track to be ending in March, they are going to look to hike interest rates to try and control the rise in inflation. So we've got almost a date of when they're going to start doing that. Now, what we usually see typically when a central bank talks about hiking interest rates, the value of the currency increases. And if we go and have a little look at the US dollar index here, we can see that the value did increase. Now, Wednesday meeting was around about here. Okay, and the market took off to the upside, and we ended up seeing that price eventually towards the sort of Thursday and Friday has now broken into these highs above that sort of $97 level, which is something we talked about in the week ahead analysis. We said if price could trade back into this range at 95.83, likelihood is that price is going to start breaking to the upside once more, and that's exactly what happened. With the Fed being so bullish as well, we could see this continue to the upside. So we'll take a little look at that in the week ahead analysis. We may get some kind of pullback first. Price may dip a little bit first before seeing that move, but it's likely that the dollar's going to remain pretty strong. If the dollar's going to remain pretty strong, then Euro US dollar should continue to trend lower as well. Again, this week, following on with that dollar index impulsive phase, Euro US dollar has entered an impulsive phase, breaking below this major 112 level. So again, if that dollar is going to continue to increase in value or gain strength, then we should see some continuations of this. We may see a pullback into sort of the 112 level or even a deeper level around about 112.80, but sellers are likely to remain here in the short term as long as that dollar continues to gain strength. Aussie US dollar then, so we featured Aussie US dollar yesterday. Really wanted to see the market come and test 0.7. Didn't quite get the pullback move we were looking for in the video, but we have tested 0.7 now, and it looks likely that we could break a bit lower as well. Stocks have been under pressure, which usually puts pressure on risk currencies like the Australian dollar, and you know, now price is kind of testing this area. We could see a move to the downside. We may, like I said about Euro US dollar, we may get a slight pullback first, so we may see that 0.7060 tested before seeing that downside. So it's not out of the question yet that price may retest this zone. We may get, you know, even a 50% pullback of the sort of weekly candlestick, and price then may continue lower. But if we start trading much below 0.7, 0.68 could be the next sort of target, which is this major swing low over here on the weekly. Finally then, we featured New Zealand yen in the week ahead analysis video. We talked about potential downside to this market because of the strength meter. We did get that downside. We didn't get much of an aggressive move downwards. We did largely range for the week until the last sort of day where price has made a new low here. But looking at the weekly time frame, it's another strong bearish close heading towards these lows at 75. So that's looking likely to continue in the short term, and I would expect some further declines here if we were to see any kind of pullbacks here, as well as risk currencies remain pretty bearish. So I hope you enjoyed the content this week. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you soon.